Hi, my name is Fiji McAlpine, and this is Chakra Flow, a practice designed to align the chakra system, to bring awareness to each of the chakras, and to allow energy to flow freely through them. Enjoy. Bring yourself to a comfortable seated pose to start this practice by rocking side to side and pulling the flesh away from under the sit bones. Glide your hands forward onto your knees and roll the palms up towards the sky. You can even tuck the index finger under the thumb for Chin Mudra. Let the last 3 fingers relax here. Let your shoulders roll up and onto your back and elbows bend down towards the floor. Then give yourself a moment to close your eyes. We're going to bring ourselves into awareness of alignment in this practice, in this chakra flow. Starting with aligning the spine, balancing the heart over the hips, and the head over the heart. Aligning our mind with our body, and our body with our breath. As you move forward and back, making subtle adjustments internally and externally until you can feel that flow of energy from the root all the way to the rise, extending through the top of your head. With your eyes closed, bring awareness into your body, into your breath, by focusing on all of the sensations that you can bring your mind's eye to. Relax the jaw, soften the pursing of the lips and the furrow of the brow, and then allow your awareness to attach itself to your breath. Start to take full inhales and complete exhales. You can bring your mind's eye now to the very bottom of your spine, the base of the spine, where we begin this journey, rooting ourselves, grounding ourselves down. Muladhara, the root chakra. As you're breathing in and out here and you're establishing your foundation, your base for this practice, imagine the color of red and a rolling ball of energy at the very base of the spine. As you breathe in, feel that glow of red extend through your entire body. Feel the vibrancy in every cell of your being. As you breathe energy through that chakra, allow yourself to think thoughts of being safe, being grounded, having purpose, trusting. You can allow your eyes to slowly open, keeping the gaze nice and soft, down the cheeks towards the floor. You can roll the palms now onto your knees, gently applying pressure so your knees help you ground down. And we'll start to churn ourselves into the tailbone by bringing the chest first to the right, and then slowly forward, over to the left. Holding onto your knees, let yourself lean back, roll to the back of the hips, back of the pelvis, and then return the circle to the right. You can do this with your eyes closed or open. Try and use your breath to help you even out the circles. Inhaling on one side of the circle, exhaling on the other side of the circle. Establishing that strong and solid base, that strong foundation for this practice. Churning that circular sphere of energy at the base of the spine. Very slowly come forward, then pause. Now let's churn in the opposite direction. Part of this practice is about maintaining balance in the chakras as those spheres of energy spin around. We're trying to create balance in the spin. The energy needs to flow through, not becoming excessive in the chakra, too much energy, or deficient, not enough. Bring yourself back to center again. Align the spine, align the heart and the head. Bring your hands to your heart center, and then take a full cycle of breath. As you exhale, feel your breath passing over your fingertips. Reminding you that in this moment, you're here, you're living, you're present, and you're truly blessed. Take your hands now from your base and extend straight up towards the sky. As you exhale, bring the hands down to the ground. Come up onto your hands and your knees. Uncross the ankles behind you. Move the knees back so they're directly underneath your hips. Move your hands back so they're under your shoulders, and flare your fingers out to the side. With the next inhaling breath, take the crown of your head and your tailbone up. Feel the navel thread in towards the spine and the shoulder blades gently glide together. pull the shoulders down towards the base of the spine and push deeply into the center of the palm. As you exhale, reverse that. Tuck the chin, tuck the tailbone. Look back between your knees. Lift through the back of your heart. Let the shoulder blades glide away from one another. Then come back to a neutral position for your spine. Start to notice your pelvis now. The pelvis holds on to the second chakra. As we move through that flow, inhale into cow belly pose and exhale into angry cat. Continually deepening the undulation of the spine, loosening the spine and moving the hips, moving the pelvis as you do that. Notice that there's a water-like nature to your body, moving and rolling around like waves. The element of the second chakra is water. So finding that nature in our body. As you exhale slowly again round the spine, as we move through this undulation of the back, we're again tuning to that fluid-like nature of the chakra. The chakra color here is orange, so imagining that sphere of orange spinning at the center of the pelvis with perfect balance. Slowly move through one more movement, up and then down with the spine, shoulders gliding onto your back, and then from here we'll move our hips back towards our heels. Take your hands further apart, drop your forehead down towards the floor. Let the shoulders glide onto your back, away from your ears, extending through your neck, moving the crown of your head towards the front of your mat or the front of the room. And then with the next inhale, rounded back, slowly come up. Imagine yourself moving like a wave. As you exhale, slowly lower the thighs, the hips, and then feel that rush of energy up your spine towards your heart and eventually your head. You can even point the crown of your head back as you hug the heels in towards the center line. Tuck the chin in towards your throat. Slowly push the hips back and down. Now this becomes our flow. Inhale, rounded spine coming up. Exhale, that wave of orange light slowly carries the heart and head up. This chakra here, as we move forward and back, is the one responsible for us feeling emotion, pleasure, letting ourselves enjoy the fluidity of our practice, enjoy the sensations that this practice gives us as we move in and out of frames, releasing tension, enjoying the sensation of stretch. Now we're going to be turning this into a circular-like movement for our hips. So we'll bring the hips forward, and then we'll swing the hips down to the right, forward to the front of your mat, over to the left, and push the hips straight back towards the heels. Let's do that again. Try and make your circle more fluid, like the movement of water, and a little bit bigger in scope every time you go through. Again, you can close your eyes so that you can tune into the pleasure that this movement creates in your hips, in your body, even in your mind. We'll go one more time on this side before bringing the hips back to center. Once you have the hips at center, slowly let the hips drop down to the left, move forward, over to the right, slowly back. Using your breath again to trace the inhale on one side of the circle, exhale on the other. Allowing yourself to enjoy the sensations that are created, enjoy pleasure in your practice and in your life without the shadow of guilt. One more circle now to the left. Come back to center, and again pull the hips back to the heels. Take a full cycle of breath in. Exhale all the way out. With the next inhale, come to tabletop pose to start. And as you exhale, push back into the frame of downward facing dog, gazing back at your feet, pedal out alternating knees, shake your head a few times. Let the shoulders roll towards the ears and feel like your body is pouring itself forward to the crown of your head. Now find some stillness in your legs, lift your toes up, flare your toes to help you charge the front of your legs, lift the kneecaps, push your hands into the mat and forward, let the shoulders glide far apart. With the next inhaling breath, come forward to your first high plank pose, modifying this pose if you need to by bringing the knees down to the ground. As you exhale, roll the whole body down. Come onto your fingertips, draw the shoulders up, pull the elbows in, charge your legs, and inhale to lift your head and heart. Again, imagine yourself moving somewhat like a wave, rushing forward on the shore, and exhale as it gently pulls back into downward facing dog. Take one full cycle of breath in, exhale all the way out. Lift your heels high, look to your hands and step 1 foot at a time between your thumbs. Come into Waterfall Pose. Again, capturing that element of water in this chakra. Grab onto opposite elbows, let yourself hang down, release the forehead towards your forearms, even gently sway from side to side. Let the shoulders roll up towards your ears, keep a softness to your knees, and feel the weight of your body balanced between your 2 feet. Let your hands fall down under your shoulders now, soften your knees, and roll the spine up until you're standing. Let your head and shoulders come up last. Lift the shoulders, pull the shoulders again onto your back. Next inhale, reach the hands up. As you exhale, pull the hands all the way down to the area just above your navel. Let your eyes close, draw the shoulders onto the back, and now start to move the energy and the vision inside of you up to the area around your solar plexus. So now as we move up the chakra system, the energy of the body is moving from the base of the spine, Muladhara, that color of red, into Svadhisthana, the chakra housed inside of our pelvis, the color of orange. Now to Manipura, yellow, glowing sphere of energy here at the solar plexus, right against the belly, moving in towards the spine. Let your eyes slowly open, drop the hands down. Step your feet to the front of the mat. The element here is fire, so we're gonna start to fire up the practice, creating internal heat. Bend your knees, find the floor with your fingertips, and inhale, charge the arms towards the sky. Let yourself reach back and sink down. Keep breathing to that ball of fiery energy in the center of your body. As you exhale, plant the hands down, lift your hips, active forward fold, core muscles are engaging, hug the elbows in, push the fingers towards the floor. Halfway up, inhale. Left leg steps back, exhale. High on the toes and the ball of your back foot. Find a nice strong structure and lunge for your legs. Make sure you're using your foundation, so always checking in with your roots before you let your awareness lift from that foundation and roots. Take your hands, reach the arms forward, sloping diagonal line from the hands to the shoulders, shoulders to the hips, hips to the heel. Let your belly hover over your right leg. Flare the fingers so that energy is constantly moving through the channels in your body, not getting stuck or obstructed. With the next inhale, bend your back knee, use your legs, lift the torso and the arms, then sink down into this lunge. Tuck the tailbone under, and again focus on that alignment of the spine and aligning your heart above your hips, head above your heart. Feel that wonderful fiery ball of energy right at the center of the belly, that glowing yellow light, turning in a perfect balance here. Feel the heat building. Bring your palms together and your hands into your heart. Moving into twists that are also associated with this chakra, take the left elbow over the right leg, push the right hand into the left, lift your heart up towards your thumbs and pull the shoulders out of the ears towards the hips. Keep the belly moving towards the thigh and the thigh towards the belly. With the next inhale, the gaze goes forward. The arms again charge forward, creating that diagonal line. Drop the hands to either side of your right foot. Take your right leg to the sky. Inhale. Now with an exhale to stoke the flame inside of you, pull the knee to chest. Inhale, leg up. Exhale in. Last time, inhale. And exhale. Now step your right leg next to your left leg, high plank. This time chaturanga, elbows bend, coming halfway down or less. Flip your feet, Urdhva Mukha, upward facing dog. Feel the heart rise, heels draw in, legs are charged. Downward facing dog, soften the elbows, push back into the heels and the hips. Take a full cycle of breath in. Exhale all the way out. Start to notice that internal heat that you're building. Inhale to lift your heels. Look to your hands and step or hop between your thumbs. Halfway up, inhale. Active forward fold, exhale. Bend both knees, sit back down into that chair of Utkatasana, reaching the arms out, building that heat, and then stand tall, bringing your hands to your heart, then down beside your hips. Inhale, sit back down into that chair, reach the arms up. Exhale to an active forward fold, plant the hands. Inhale, halfway up. Now step your right leg back. Nice big step back so that you're automatically aligning your left shin. Left knee stacks over your left ankle, keeping both legs charged, finding that strong foundation, floating the hands, reaching the hands out, reaching like you're grabbing towards something that you actually want. That third chakra is so much about establishing our sense of self, our sense of will, our sense of courage. So having conviction in what we do. Bend your right knee, slowly come up to that stance, sink down and in, find your foundation, and let yourself stand for something here. Feel your heart lift, feel your head lift, shoulders are dropped, heart is wide open and fearless. As you exhale, we'll move into the twist. Hands come in towards the heart, right elbow over your left knee. Take the left hand, push it into the right hand, move your heart up. Keep the legs active and try and keep the hips balanced. Take one more inhale, heavy exhale. Look forward, shoot the arms forward with that same conviction and strength. Bring the hands down to either side of the foot, take the left leg to the sky. Inhale, keep stoking that flame. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, draw in. Inhale to lift. Last time, knee to chest, hold your chest still and step your left foot next to your right foot, high plank. Lower through chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Hips up, heels towards the floor, head hangs heavy. One cycle of breath in. Exhale all the way out. Lift your heels high, look to your hands and step or hop between your thumbs. Halfway up, active forward fold. Bend the knees, sit back down into that deep chair of Utkatasana. Now flaring the fingers here, really establishing that center, establishing our will, establishing our courage to stand for things that we believe in, to determine our own will, to be heard. Make fists with your hands, and we're going to take 3 ha breaths, having strength and having courage. Take a nice inhale with me. Exhale. Ha! Do that twice more. I want to hear it. Inhale. Exhale. Ha! Last time. Inhale. Exhale. Ha! Inhale, reach up. Join the palms together, stand tall. Drop the hands beside the hips. Roll the shoulders up, back and down. Step your feet now hips distance apart. Bring your hands together at your heart center. Close your eyes. Take a full cycle of breath. You should feel the vibration now of energy inside of you. Feel your breath passing over your fingertips. Feel that charge you've created at the solar plexus, that internal heat running through you, helping the energy to move smoothly and transition up the chakra channel. Your mind's eye travels to the base of the spine and sees the color red, Muladhara. Svadhisthana, between the hips, housed in the pelvis, we have orange. Next, the energy travels up to the solar plexus, the fiery yellow ball spinning. And then from the solar plexus up to the heart under your hands as you breathe in and out, the element of air passing through the heart chakra. Anahata, the color is green and the element is air. So use your breath as you inhale, reach up, look up. Feel the heart lift, feel the shoulders soften. Shoulders are associated with the heart chakra. As you exhale, soften the knees, take your hands back to go into a nice deep shoulder stretch, clasping the hands and moving the knuckles out beyond the top of your head. Using strength from the belly to lower the chest, take your gaze back. Keep relaxing the shoulders as you push the knuckles out beyond the top of your head towards the floor. Slow, steady, even breathing. Now start to lower your hips. Let your thumbs rest on the back of your pelvis. Lift your head and heart slightly and let your hands glide apart, palms turned down, thumbs turned out, fearless wide open heart. Feel the energy of the heart chakra spinning around in perfect balance, the color of green, the element of air. Reach forward, inhale. Exhale, active forward fold. Inhale, step your left leg back, lower your left kneecap down, reach both hands up, palm on palm, one thumb over the other. Take your heart up, your hands back, and your hips down. Slow, steady, even cycles of breath as you frame your ears with your biceps. In the heart chakra, it's the right to love and be loved, to have healthy boundaries, to allow ourselves to accept and to give love freely. Bring your hands down, either side of the foot. Walk your hands back, straighten out that right leg, flex the right foot. Inhale, lift the heart. And exhale, slowly bow the chest down. With the next inhale, move the hips forward again. Take your heart up, take your hands back even further. Eventually the arms can reach back out of the peripheral gaze because the shoulders become so open. Bring the hands down to either side of your right foot. Lift your left knee first. Take your right leg to the sky. Inhale. As you exhale, bend your right knee, pull the heel to the tailbone, turn the pelvis towards the sky. Take your gaze under your right arm. You can stay here, or if you like, you can flip back into Wild Thing. Right foot drops to the floor, right hand reaches up, heart lifts up as you extend the hand towards the front of the mat. Both legs are active, your heart is willing and open. Exhale, lower the hips, bring your right hand back down, right leg back to the sky. Exhale the right knee into chest, stoking that flame, that fire. Right foot next to the left foot, halfway down chaturanga. Inhale to lift, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Full cycle of breath in. Exhale all the way out. With the next inhale, the right leg floats up. Right foot bravely steps up between your hands. Hands crawl forward, a foot in front of your foot. Stand in the right leg, lift the left leg, flex the left foot. Position the right hand underneath your right shoulder, left hand on your left hip. You can stay there or slowly roll the left hip back. You can stay there, or you can take your left hand towards the sky, letting your heart open and lift, letting energy surge in every possible direction. Bring your left hand down, bring your left foot down. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach the hands forward, come all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. As you breathe in and breathe out, imagining that color of green, the color of nature, allowing yourself to have the same type of gratitude that nature has. Gratitude simply for living. Drop the hands down. Other side, inhale, reach the hands up. Exhale, bring the hands to the floor. Come halfway up as you inhale and step your right leg back as you exhale, lowering your right kneecap down to the ground, sinking your hips first, and then reaching the hands up. Try and fold the other thumb on top this time. Squeeze the arms in and take your hands back, lifting through the back of your heart. Feel almost as though your rib cage is peeling up off your abdominal wall. The shoulders glide onto your back to help lift and support the back of your heart here. Breathing in and breathing out. From here, bring the fingertips back down. Walk your hands back. Flex the left foot. Inhale to extend through the spine, lift through the back of your heart, and exhale, slowly fold out over the left leg. Keep feeling that element of air rushing through you as you breathe in and out, helping to circulate that light, that energy. Allowing yourself to shine some internal love and to let that love roll in and out freely. Inhale, come forward and up. reach the hands back up. And as you exhale, bring your hands down, plant the hands. Lift the right knee first. Take the left leg up towards the sky as you inhale. Lift the left hip. Bend the left knee and pull the heel in towards your tailbone. You can stay here or you can move into Wild Thing on this side, dropping the left foot back behind you, reaching the hips up, reaching the left hand up and extending the left hand towards the front of the mat. Bring that left hand back down. Take the left leg back up towards the sky on an inhale. As you exhale, pull the knee into chest. Inhale, step into your high plank. And exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Take a full cycle of breath in. Exhale all the way out. Inhale, lift the left leg up. Try and lift through the inner thigh. Step the left foot to the left thumb. Crawl the fingertips a foot in front of your foot. Stand in the left leg, lift the right. You can stay here or bring your right hand to your right hip. You can stay there or roll the right hip open and possibly extend the right hand to the sky so you're surging energy from your heart into both arms, surging the energy of the pelvis into both legs. This chakra is responsible for balancing the chakra system as it's housed in the very center of the chakra system. So here you establish balance. Bring the hands down, right foot to the left foot. Let yourself come down into a forward fold, halfway lift to extend your spine and lift through the back of your heart. Make it an active forward fold now where you push deeply into your fingertips, look back between your legs, soften your knees this time, take your arms out to the side and soar all the way up to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. Drop the hands down beside the hips. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Take a step to the very center of your mat, peaking this chakra with our back bending as well as that design of balance inside of the body, in the mind, and with the breath. Moving into pose of a dancer, bring your hands into your hips. Take your gaze to the floor. Feel your heart liberated and lifted. Feel the shoulders supple and soft. And start to bring your right knee up towards the sky. Extend the right leg forward as though you're striding forward and taking a big, brave step onto your mat. Lift your back left heel. Now take your right hand to the ceiling. Bring your left foot into your left hand. Hold on to the foot or the ankle. Draw the knees together. Start here. Always creating that foundation, finding trust internally, having a base. Then letting that will rise up inside of you. Finding that conviction, that strength. Being supple in the shoulders, allowing the back bend to take place as you reach forward with the right hand and back with the left foot. Very slowly come back up. Bring the knees together. Step your left foot back. Bring your hands to your hips. Stand in the left leg, lift the right. And draw the feet together. Take one cycle of breath in. Exhale, hands down. Feeling the balance and the element of balance inside one cycle of breath. Let's move to the other side, hands to the hips, moving our weight from side to side. Bring your weight into your right leg, lift your left knee up, flex the foot and kick the heel forward. With conviction, step into your left foot, lift your right heel. Take your left hand towards the sky. Bring your right foot into your right hand, holding onto the ankle or the foot. Draw your knees together first, and then slowly lean forward as you push back. Here, the element of balance is exemplified with the amount of energy that we're moving forward and back in our physical frame. So as I lean, I also push. As I'm supple in the shoulder, I'm also strong in my standing leg. As I breathe in, I breathe out. As I love, I am loved. Bring your knees slowly back together, left hand up. Release the foot, step your right leg back, hands to your hips, lift your left knee, and step your feet together at the center of your mat. Inhale again, reach the arms up. As you exhale now, bring your hands down to your throat. Let your thumbs touch the throat. Breathe in and breathe out now and feel that vibration as the wind passes. Now moving our awareness from our heart, Anahata, to Visuddha, the chakra housed here where our voice is. Feeling that breath, that vibration of sound. Breathing in and breathing out. The color we see or imagine internally is blue. Being true blue with our voice, with our words. Reaching the hands back up, inhale, look up. Exhale as you bring your hands straight down to the floor, walk the hands towards the front of the mat. From here, step 1 foot at a time into downward facing dog to start. Let your head drop down towards the floor. Lift your heels nice and high, bring your kneecaps down onto the ground, keep the toes hooked under and walk your hands back. Bring the hands to rest on the legs, up near the crease of the hips. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Now position the hands, palms facing the sky. Push down into the base of the wrists so your arm bones go straight, even locking at the elbows, lifting your shoulders up, shrugging the shoulders towards the ears, helping to pop up the trapezius. Gently releasing the neck by rolling the right shoulder to the right ear, chin to chest. Left shoulder to your left ear, all the way back with your head, and then again to the right, more fluid in this circle. Imagining that color blue as we roll the neck around. Very slowly come back to center. Once your head has fallen forward, lift up through center. Now from here, that internal voice that you have is most likely screaming because of the sensation in your feet. Give yourself a bit of rest. Point the toes. Bring the top of the feet flat onto the floor. Lift your knees. Tick-tock the knees side to side. Bring the knees back down. Again, plant the hands, push into the base of the wrist. From here, straighten the arms, shrug the shoulders, popping the trapezius, making it safe to drop your head back. Then roll the left earlobe to the left shoulder. Chin drops down towards the chest. Right ear to the right shoulder. Let your head fall back. Again, start to move in that circular-like pattern with more fluidity. Loosening the neck, the muscles of the neck. Sensing that color of blue, the vibration of sound that we create with our voice. Let your head come to rest at center first, chin to chest, and slowly start to lift. Bend the elbows first to break the tension in the arms. Bring your hands up onto your hips. Guide your hips to stack over your knees and hook your 10 toes under. Roll the shoulders up onto the back. Start with your foundation, your base. Create strength through your belly. Tilt the pelvis so that the water-like nature of the pelvis, if it was housing water, wouldn't spill water forward. By tilting the pelvis, you're holding the water in. Feel the energy rise up to the center of your belly here where you're developing strength, engaging the bandhas, holding firmness in the lower back. Then lift into your heart. Feel the vibration of your heart rise and the shoulders melt and become supple. Now, unafraid to speak your truth, lift your chin up. Feel your throat exposed. The neck is nice and strong as well as being loose. Bring your right hand down to your right heel. Take your left hand up towards the sky, option 1. Option 2, you're bringing your left hand to your left heel. Both options are taking 3 full cycles of breath, exploring the opening of the throat, reaching back with the chin, staying firmly connected with all of the chakras and energy systems below this one. Slow, steady, even breathing. Draw your chin in towards your throat. Bring your hands to your hips. Push down into your hands to slowly bring the chest upright. Point the toes back, sit down onto the heels. Reach the hands out in front. Take your right hand up first and gently bring the right hand over your head. Swing the left arm out to the side, reaching for the floor without actually touching the floor. And then bring your right earlobe down towards your right shoulder and try and tilt your chin towards the sky as you do this. Try and discover the sweet spot that you might hold in your neck. Following that thread of sensation as you gently drop the head over to the right. Release the pressure from your hand, guide your head back up, reach both hands out in front. Take your left hand, cross it over the head, swing your right arm down, reaching down without touching the floor. Slowly pull the left earlobe towards the shoulder, reach out with the chin, and again explore the sensations on this side of the neck. Loosening the neck, releasing any blockages that you might have in this area of your body, any blockages you might have in this area of your mind, allowing you to speak your truth. Slowly bring yourself back to center, releasing that pressure. Bring the hands forward, guide the hips again over the heels, hook the toes under. This time inhale, left hand up and back onto your heel, hips forward, right hand reaches towards the back wall. Staying here, option one. Option two, both hands come onto the heels, exploring opening the throat, reaching back with your chin. Slow, steady, even cycles of breath. That beautiful, vibrant blue light is shining out. Tuck the chin first, one hand at a time to the hips. Slowly lift up by pushing into the hips. Point the toes back again, sit down onto the heels. Stretch the hands out in front. Join the palms together. Bring your thumbs now to the eyes and the third eye. Breathe in and breathe out. As we move now up to Ajna, sight. Seeing that beautiful indigo color, that sphere of indigo beneath the third eye. Allowing ourselves to see things with clarity as they truly are, to have sight, to have imagination, to be able to see the way that things may eventually become. From here, gentle pressure in against the third eye. Let your hands reach forward. Take your gaze to your thumbs. Focus your gaze now on your thumbnails intensely so you can see every detail of your hands. Perhaps as you do this, you might notice that everything beyond your hands is a bit of a blur, not in focus, unable to see the details of what's happening around you because of what's right in front of you and your intense focus only on this one thing. Now allow your eyes to shift so that you see everything beyond. You see all of your surroundings, but what's right in front of you seems a little bit less focused, detail-driven. You can see the forest for the trees. Again, bring your awareness back to your thumbnails and then shift it so that you see everything. Practice shifting your perspective often so that you can see the entirety of the situation. Inhale, reach the hands up. As you exhale, bring the hands straight down and extend your hands to the front of your mat, bowing the third eye and the forehead down towards the floor, pulling the shoulders back away from your ears. Bowing to that internal sight now as you practice seeking out sensation inside of your body using your mind's eye, allowing us to see things that don't truly exist outside of us, see things that exist inside as well. Having intuition and trusting our intuition. Bowing to that internal wisdom. Very slowly now begin to pull the hands in towards your knees. Pushing into the fingertips, lift up with the hips, cross your ankles and rock back over your heels to your seat. Sit up with the chest, pull the shoulders on the back. Now you can choose a form of seat that suits you best. So cross-legged, staggered ankles, half lotus or full lotus. Wherever you're finding yourself, again, bring your awareness to your root chakra, to your base. Bring your hands onto your legs and take your index finger into your thumb. Bring the awareness down to the very base of your spine, seeing the color of red. Muladhara, that glowing sphere of energy. Up between your hips, Svadhisthana, seeing the color of orange, feeling the fluid-like nature of your being. Up to the solar plexus, the color of yellow, the fire, the heat, the conviction. Past that chakra into your heart as your heart lifts and the shoulders soften down, envisioning the color of green, feeling balanced in the chakra system, the lower chakras, keeping you rooted, grounded, strong, in the physical and material realm, then from the heart up into our emotions and the ethereal thoughts and realm above. From your heart, we move to our throat, Visuddha, the color of blue, true blue in our words. From your throat to your eyes, vision, indigo, seeing things with clarity, allowing ourselves to have imagination and vision to see what might become. Now moving to the crown of our head as we extend our hands from our legs over the crown of our head to create a lotus. Connecting your thumbs, connecting your pinkies, and allowing your hands to balance an inch above the crown of the head to feel the energy of the crown chakra. The color is purple. Pull the elbows back, soften the shoulders, allowing yourself to feel a sense of contentment, a sense of connection, a sense of flow and energy, a sense of purpose in all of this. A softness to your frame and your mind. Sahasrara, the crown chakra, feeling that lotus blossom when everything beneath it is connected, when everything flows, the potential is revealed. We're creating those perfect conditions, the right conditions that nurture this type of opening, this type of awareness, this type of being, this mindfulness. Allow your hands now to fall to your heart, and again acknowledge the balance of the chakra system, the balance of each chakra, spinning with perfect energy, not too much, not too little, allowing that wheel to spin so the energy can ascend up the system to the crown. Take a full cycle of breath here. Exhale until you're empty. And then bow down to your own internal wisdom, returning to your roots. Namaste.